All right, grace and peace, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by on today. So, this is my daily vlog of me going after 3 goals. And I've talked about these, so I think everybody knows by now, but I'm going to go over them again. All right, I got to get down to a good fighting weight. I've gotten entirely too comfortable eating wrong and all that kind of stuff like that. So, I'm getting down to a good fighting weight. Let me hear it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I think it sounds pretty good. Shout out to that. All right, so a good fighting weight. But then also, I want to get to a point where I achieve a standard, a regular occurrence of hitting $10,000 a month on my main YouTube channel. So, and then lastly, I'm reading a book a week. So, those are my 3 goals. And today, I want to go over something that happened to me that I think can apply to anybody that's out here in these social streets or out here trying to just, whatever. I think it's just good. And what it is just remembering people. So I want to bring up, and y'all have heard, man, I'm a lead attorney, Stan. I think he does a great job of live streaming. I'm very interested in how he goes about doing it. I've vouched for his course. I stand by that. His course is phenomenal. If you're not doing well on YouTube, that's something you should go through. No question about it. Matter of fact, your boy, I'm going back through it again because I'm like, there's stuff I must have missed because I'm not hitting the goal that I want to hit. So I'm just going to hunker down. Well, I want to talk about two engagements I've had with Lead recently, really, literally this week, that I think would help you, or it's going to help me. So this is going to be cathartic for me. So first of all, let me bring it in because I know y'all tired of talking to me. All right. So this is Lead. And the other day he was talking about Shannon Sharp. And let me make sure I got the video exactly where I want it to be. So he was talking about Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay Shay, as we call him, and all this hugabaloo going on around Shannon. Well, I dropped in and I apologize. He's going to use some language, I know, and I didn't have time to edit it out. So charge it to my head, not to my heart. Just wanted to get this video done. So Lead is talking about Shannon. He's starting to show off, just shouting out super chats and whatnot like that. So let's bring it in.
I said, Lead, let's go. Yes, man, we are trying. Thank you so much, Inspired Truth. Here again says, glad you're back and on the stream. Yes, I am back. I'm trying. I appreciate that. Always supporting me, always sticking with me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Inspired Truth. We got Dear Woke Christian up in the house. Shout out to somebody write DWC. My man checked on me either yesterday or today. I really appreciate that. He's down here. We all got to get together. I'm going out to dinner with Fit tomorrow. We need to have like a Georgia YouTubers meetup. That would be really good. Dear Brook Christian.
Okay, I'm gonna stop before he gets in because he's gonna go into the story, and he's gonna tell a story that I feel like something you could. I know I'm grabbing a hold of. Well, I hadn't seen Lead in a minute, and I'm like, man, where's Lead been? So I shot him a Cash App and just told him, hey, I'm praying for you, bro. Hope everything's well. And so he hit me back, with the notorious heart emoji. And I said, okay, that's cool. At least he knows that, we're thinking about him. I want him to know. I don't want the brother to think that nobody cares about him. So this is the same day. So I think this was like Tuesday or Monday or something like that. All right, let's finish up now because this is going to tell a story, and this is where I want us to land.
An excellent content creator, but excellent man, excellent father. He's got a daughter. She was accepted into the state's flagship institution, the great University of Georgia. Go Dogs!
Go Dogs!
Now, she decided to go to Duke. If you got kids in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. You can want these kids to do something, but they make their own decisions for good or bad. All right, we can't control them like we want to. But shout out to Dear World Christian. Shout out to his daughter and the amazing parenting that both him and his lovely wife have been able to do. It's hard to keep kids on the straight and narrow.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Now, Jason, what's the point? What's the upshot? Look, Lead is somewhere at like 400,000 subscribers. Um, he is crushing it. He's got courses. He's got consultations. He's doing these live streams. He is a busy man. But out of the blue, for some reason or another, the dude remembered an ancillary story that I told him about my girl going. I wanted her to go to UGA. My wife and her wanted her to go to Duke. I got overruled. Just an ancillary story. But he told that story, and you kind of feel like I'm watching it like, dang, bruh, you got that thing down to the science. And my point in this, and hopefully the takeaway for you, is to care enough about other people that they sit back and say, wow, man, you really paid attention. And that was my takeaway. Like, he really did pay attention to that story I was telling. I didn't think it mattered. I didn't think he would care. I think the night he came on my stream, I was wearing like my UGA hat because I was hoping and a hoping. And I just thought that was super dope of him. Let me let him finish up, and then we're gonna jump to a part where he giving me that knuckle sandwich. So he gave me a knuckle sandwich later on. Though.
And have them go to good schools, and it's harder and harder to get in these schools. So, you know, shout out to Dear World Christian. I say that like I got some kids. I just know, guys, it's hard. So shout out to Dear World Christian. And shout out to Mal.
All right. So that was the first part. I just thought that was super dope that he took the time, first of all, to remember again this ancillary story I told him when he came on my stream some time ago. It was maybe about a month ago, give or take. And he came on the stream, and we were doing the body cam reviews, and him and the fit lawyer and a couple others came through. We were just talking about what happens in these body cams that people don't really see and they don't understand XYZ, and I thought it was really good. So now let's go to where the conversation has been going on about Shannon. He's reading through the complaint and the such like that, and there's the fit lawyers in here, and she's dropping super chats. He's commenting on that, and he tags me into the conversation. I don't even think I even commented because I think I had stepped away. I'm not even there. Oh wait, no, I commented. I commented, but I'm not like on the stream or anything like that. And I just thought it was super dope that though we disagree, and it's not even like think we disagree. I think it's really like sometimes trying to convey messages in super chats and in the comment section. Sometimes things get lost in translation. Let me bring it in, and you can see what I'm talking about. So this is about 4 hours into this stream. So he's almost done. Let's go.
30s, a lot of them got BBLs. He'll send anywhere between 3 and 6. And when they get here, they ring the doorbell. I got to go down and get them. And I went down there a couple months ago and opened the door. And one BBL come in, another BBL come in, and this 22-year-old Colombian girl come in. I was like, she was so fine. So fine is an exaggeration, but she was fine. Now, if I'm 58 and I open the door and the 22-year-old, let's say I live in a mansion. And she's like, listen, I really like you. I did your Wikipedia, your Hall of Fame. I know you got a lot of businesses. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but give me a chance. Just give me a chance. And I'm 58. And she looking how she looking. I don't know if I'd be like, no. But if I'm in the hall, you would never catch me in the mall walking down hand in hand with the 20. You wouldn't do it. It would have to be a secret because of it's just not acceptable. So if Fitz is like, oh, well, that's creepy. The fact that I want to keep it secret means that it's creepy. It means that it's creepy. If it wasn't creepy, I wouldn't want to keep it a secret. I would just walk hand in hand in the mall down with a 22-year-old. But is it wrong? I don't know. I don't know if I say it's wrong. But if you say it's a little weird in this country, I can't tell you the last time I've seen a 60-year-old and a 23-year-old walking in the mall hand in hand, and they're not blood related.
So you kind of get the context of the conversation. They're talking about Shannon Sharpe being 56 and such like that. And the young lady that's accusing him of these atrocities is like 21, 22. And then we talk about Bill Belichick and all these older men with these grossly younger women. And so I'm going to comment in a second. I'll throw a comment in the chat about it. But at least now you have the context. So let's keep it going.
I don't know if I've ever seen it. You can go to Thailand right now and see it all the time. Darren says Bill Belichick is 73 and his girlfriend is 24, but he white. I mean, Darren, that's a real fact right there. And nobody really. If I dated a 19-year-old, y'all would send me to hell. But what's the gap between 24 and 73? Shout out to Darren. This is a really great fact. That's grandpa.
That's great grandpa. Forget that.
Darren Christian like, no, he wrong too, Lee. No, fuck him. He wrong too. Now, Dear World Christian is saying that he's wrong, but Dear World Christian has been happily married for umpteen years.
And this is, again, this is how you become a dope live streamer. I don't think I've ever told Lead how long I've been married. Not voice to voice, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I have to go back and look. But I don't think I've ever told him how long I've been married. But he knows that I've been married 23 years. And I think he mentions it again in here. And so, again, I believe how to become a dope live streamer is being mindful of the people, even the young. I mean, I got 30,000 subscribers, 37,000 subscribers. This dude's got 10x that to the next power, right? But he still pays attention enough for me to be like, dang, this dude paid attention and knows my story. That's craziness, y'all. Take notes, y'all. Take notes.
So that's easy for him to say. Guys, it's so easy for us to say stuff when we're not in situations, And you getting older and you're a single man, Dear World Christian, you don't really know what it's like out here in the field. So it's easy for you. You're wrong. You're saying that he's wrong. What are you really doing? You're judging him. You are this is a judgmental statement. You're wrong. You're right. You're wrong. You're judging the man.
Mm-hmm. I am.
But he's single and you're not. He's 73 and you're not. If you were single at 73 and you had the opportunity to get a 24-year-old little hot little girl, sounds wrong. She's not a girl.
Yeah, right.
Her brain, according to Fit, is almost fully formed. So you get an almost fully formed woman, brain fully formed. She's 24. Dear World Christian, you don't know how you're going to feel at 73. You're going to have self-esteem issues out the wazoo. Now, if you're married, you don't care because you got your ride or die. You got nobody. Your parents are gone. 73. I'm willing to give a 73-year-old single man a wide latitude. I don't know. It's two consensual adults to me. But, people aren't, and shout out to Darren who put the fact, people are not grilling. They're not grilling Bill Belichick. Dear World Christian's grilling them, but nobody else is.
I ain't grilling
Dear World Christian, I think you're judging him from a place where you might not have a lot of understanding. Because 73, I'll be honest, with the year that I had, I've had one really big epiphany.
Okay, let me stop for a second because he's going to kind of go into his health concern story and kind of, how that gut punch kind of changes his perspective. I'm not trying to defend my position about Bill Belichick. I only want to point out that we are now going on 3 minutes of this man, again, super high value live streamer that is literally talking about me. Got me on the channel, me on the banner, and is talking back and forth to me. And actually said, like, if I was in there to comment. So it probably would have brought me on. I don't know. But I had stepped away. But again, adding this level of value to the stream where you're literally interacting to this level, I think this is what makes you a dope live streamer.
That let me know, man, hey, life is finite. And imagine that thought when you're 73 and you have the opportunity to get with an adult and you might be gone next year. Oh, I'm not going to get with this adult who can give me experiences that I might not have had in decades just because people think it's wrong when I might be gone next year forever. Now, if she was a child, oh, that's fair. But, you know, you're 23. I don't know. I'm willing to give a lot of people a lot more latitude. You know, people just go through a lot of things. And if she's 24 and she's getting $2 million a year, or maybe she's getting no cash, but she's getting jewelry and flying around in private jets, $1,000 dinners, dresses, shoes, bags. She's getting millions of dollars worth of expenses, something that she would never get from a man like you or me. She would never get that.
I mean, I'm broke.
Is she wrong for getting something that she would never get from you or me? Or is only he wrong? Oh, this is a good question. Is the 24-year-old wrong?
Yeah.
Dear Old Christian, put in the chat, is she wrong? I want to know if the 23-year-old is wrong. Or is she a victim? Is she a victim of predation? Is she a victim of power?
Victim of power.
Dear Old Christian, are you still here? I want to know, is the woman equally wrong? Keita says they're both wrong, but he's more wrong. He's more, because he's taking advantage.
He's taking advantage.
She's a victim as always. Shout out to Keita G. I don't know, man.
So I'm not. I am not.
You know, we're so much harder on men.
Trying to.
We really are.
I'm not trying to re-adjudicate this case, and I can totally see where Lead is coming from. I am not saying that he's just completely has no clue what he's talking about. No, I know I can see where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. And we can talk about that part as well. But this discussion today was just about how to be a dope live streamer. And this is something that I want to take into account when I'm doing these type of discussions, is being able to engage with the content and engage with the chats and such like that, but not make it so hard that people don't feel like they can jump in and give their 2 cents, or they want to give their 2 cents and whatnot like that. Because he's keeping this very above frame. Now he has a position, and that's fine that he has a position. I'm not primarily saying that his position is quintessentially wrong. I don't think we all fully understand. Because I think if he, myself, was at the fit attorney, a fit lawyer, please forgive me, if we were all in the same room together, sitting down talking, I don't think we would be too far apart. I think the issue is maybe some terminologies, some terms need to be established, so on and so forth, and where people are coming from. But that's beside the point. Again, not trying to adjudicate the case. I only wanted to point out, and this, I don't know what this is, just a video to go along with my daily vlog, how to be a dope live streamer. Make people really feel like they are a part of what you're doing. And sure, a little tiny fish feeling like, oh man, the big dog gave me a shout out. And not only gave me a shout out, remember what I told him a month ago. And even in this conversation, engaging with me and leaving my name up there for so long, people, I mean, that's just dope. That's super dope. It didn't cost him anything, didn't cost me anything. It's just respect. So hopefully that was helpful. I don't really know where it was going. I really don't know where I was going with this. Today's April 25th. I've already did my workout. I already did my vlog for the day, but I just thought this would be a good conversation to help you all if you're trying to get into this social media, content creation, whatnot like that. Um, just find ways to be dope. Find ways to add value that don't cost you anything, but the idea and the notion, because I'm going to come back to his channel now. You know that. Now, who knows? For crying out loud, I'm doing a video talking about it. So those types of things, just those little small acts of kindness, those little small notes of letting someone know that they have value could create huge value for him, or could continue to push his channel forward. I'm not certain that's what he was doing, but I can tell you emphatically, all of that is going to reciprocate, and it doesn't cost you anything. You're just having a conversation, just talking, just, as my kids like to say, just yapping. You're just yapping. And, I hope that helps out to somebody. Maybe it helps nobody. Maybe it helps me. I need to find out why my color is so red. I don't like my lights today. They're just like not, I don't know why. I feel ashy. I don't like the color today. I don't know what's wrong with it. I know I need a haircut. Y'all can see that. I got an afro. That's not bad. I'll leave that like that. I like that. That's probably the one I had already. Oh, this looks terrible. That for sure is bad. This is okay. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Again, this is my daily vlog, and I decided to do a little quick video about something that jumped out to me. Prayerfully, you all are doing well. Hopefully, you all are trending along with your goals. Oh, I got another tip, a little cheat code, if you will. Get your whatever it is that you drink your water out of at night before, especially, I'm a room temperature water drinker. So I can drink water at room temperature and I'm perfectly fine with it. Um, I don't have to have it. It doesn't have to be ice in it or whatever. But hey, if you need to, whatever, get you a thermos, get you a Yeti, get you some kind of whatever that holds ice. But whatever you do, get your water that you are going to drink, whatever. Now, if you have a big jug, like I have that big Yeti, or if you just got you're going to do 8 glasses, whatever, get you that glass of water, that cup of water, that thermos of water, and put it near when you wake up in the morning, after you get up and do your morning routine. If that's just run to the restroom and then you're ready to go, then you start doing your hair and getting ready for a shower. Put it somewhere where you're going to see it first thing in the morning. And as soon as you get done, if you run to the restroom, grab that bottle and try to drink as much of it as you can right at the word go. You're probably dehydrated anyway because you probably didn't drink a lot of water the night before, and you definitely haven't had water for 8 hours. But I have found that to be super successful. I take that big super tanker and I leave it upstairs in my bathroom. As soon as I get up in the morning, go relieve myself, and then I just chug it as much as I can until I feel like I'm full of water for the most part. I'm not hungry most of the time now, but then I already know I've already gotten half a gallon of water out of the tank. It's done. It is not even 5:30 yet. I'm done with half a gallon. So now I can just nurse a half a gallon of water the rest of the day. If I go get me an iced coffee, which I might be going to go get in a minute. If I go get me an iced coffee, I don't feel guilty. That's only 26 ounces. I done chugged half a gallon of water already, and I still got another half ready to go. So that's just a little cheat code. I don't know if it'll help you out. I'll probably start. I feel better on the assault bike and kettlebells and jumping rope. So I'll probably actually start live streaming some workouts. But I got to work on. I don't want to sit there and fiddle with it. So that's the other thing. Now I don't want to worry about the camera doing what it needs to do or whatever. So why am I telling you that? I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Grace and peace.